crypto is very volatile place. You can easily get wrecked. Transition to Forex and commodities was easier. If you want to succeed in these markets, you have to hit the bottom and then you can rise up. I worked a lot on myself, but there was always just one goal and one thing in my mind is what it was: never give up.
Hello, everyone. Today we are joined by Mr. Robert Svetlin. Hi, nice to meet
Hello,
you, Robert.
hello, thank you. Nice to meet you too.
And yeah, we're gonna have a great interview. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Where are you from, Mr. Robert?
Okay, so I'm from Slovenia, Europe. I'm 33 years old and I'm a full-time trader.
Nice. It's quite a flex to say that these days. Yeah. How
Yeah.
did you get into trading?
Oh, okay. So it's a bit a long story. I had a pretty tough life, okay, with my parents and later in my relationships with the girls. But it was never easy for me, okay? So I was also in military for like almost 12 years. I was in infantry and it was hard, okay? So I had a very sick girlfriend. At the end, she got pregnant, so we have 5 years old daughter. And because she was so sick, she was jobless, and it was all on me. So I was constantly seeking some kind of job or some ways how to earn more money to provide for my family. Today I'm single, sadly, but it was a lesson. Uh, so yes, the main reason why I started trading was because of my family, because I had to provide for them. I had that feeling that I'm the man. I need to I need to be, how to say it, that that you have to work to provide. I was
Responsibility. Yeah.
yeah, responsibility, yes. So that was my entry to the markets. So I entered into the markets around 2017, and I started with crypto.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and yeah, it was a pretty tough and bumpy ride to my goals, which I achieved. So yes,
So
long
okay, so you
story.
you started trading crypto 7 years ago,
Yes.
and you immediately after that you transitioned to Forex, right?
Yes, during
How
crypto hard times, bear markets, manipulations, is crypto is very volatile place. You can easily get wrecked. The moves are pretty significant comparing to Forex. Yes, and later on, when I was how to say it, when I was configuring my strategy, I went also to Forex because why I would only participate in one market. If I can go to gold, I can go to oil, I can go to Forex. Practically, I can trade whatever I want. Okay, it's I have some favorite pairs, but I can go in every market and do the same thing to be profitable.
and do you like when you did transition from crypto to Forex or commodities and indexes, did you find that you needed to do something specific to adapt, or was it easy to adapt? Was it the same thing for you?
I think it was a transition to Forex and commodities was easier. I found out that crypto is a really tough place to be. So yeah, I want to say that the crypto if I would start all over again, I would start with Forex, and then I would transition to crypto.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
nice.
yeah, it's my experience. Okay. Uh,
Okay, got it. So okay, so to wind up a bit, you was in the military for 12 years. You
yes.
served as
Yeah.
an infantry, and then you started trading, and you went into
Uh,
crypto and then forex.
I was trading when I was in army.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in army and I was trading. It was on the beginning. I didn't left my job because of trading. I had to find a way to be profitable while I'm at job, so I can have that insurance that when I leave the job, that I can leave. So I can pay the bills, I can pay for my daughter, I can, that I can live. I can't afford to be without money. So I was going to job. I was also on a deployment. I was in Kosovo for 8 months, and I had a lot of time during my deployment when I was off my job. I had time to study the markets, to trade. So I was doing my job and I was doing my researches, studying, and getting to be one with the markets. So
oh,
yeah, it,
interesting.
it, it was a lot of sleepless nights, and yeah, it's not
Yeah,
easy way. It's not a easy way.
it's not. It's not. Definitely, it's not an easy business.
Yeah.
What do you say your breakthrough point was in terms of yesterday? I mean, maybe it doesn't happen on one night, but 2 months ago I was not consistently profitable, and now I am consistently profitable. What was your breakthrough point to understand that?
I think that if you want to succeed in these markets, you have to hit the bottom and then you can rise up. So actually, what was my breakthrough point? I felt so low in my point of life during serving in military, having family, having sick girlfriend. Um, I I um, I felt into a lot of debts. I was almost in the, how to say it, in bankruptcy. um, and yeah, I saw how fast can I lose money in the markets, and I was thinking, hey, man, if you can lose so fast, you can also earn so fast. Uh, so when I figured out how the things work, and of course, risk management is the number one in this business. So yeah, combining some how to say it, some balance in life. I mean, you really have to be at the bottom so you can rise. I mean, you can't succeed in these markets if you didn't feel the pain which you have to go through to be a better person. Because if you become better inside as a person, you can succeed in these markets. It's looking the markets is like the same as I look myself into the mirror. If I'm emotional, like I'm sad or angry or whatever, market will give this back to me.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, during these hard times, I worked a lot on myself, but there was always just one goal and one thing in my mind is what it was: never give up. Just follow your dreams, do whatever for it. Don't listen to others, to other people, but just follow your dreams and work for it. So yeah, but to actually understand these words, you have to hit the bottom in your life so you can rise up again. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. My
I
background,
understand.
yeah, yeah. So when I was at the bottom, I started to change things in my life to be a profitable trader.
So you would say your breakthrough was kind of mental, or was it technical? Was it the approach that you shifted? Was it your
It was,
consistency?
yeah, it was mental. It was pretty much mental thing. It was in my head. It was not in the technical analysis. Okay, every person, uh, if he's smart, he can learn technical analysis. Okay, drawing lines, support, resistance. I don't know, supply and demand, but the biggest problem is ourselves. So yeah,
Mm.
emotions, mentality, mindset.
Discipline.
Yes, discipline.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So now, at this point, I'm curious. Can you talk a bit more about your strategy? You could also show us something
Yeah,
by
sure,
sharing the screen.
sure,
Yeah, I'm
sure.
curious about seeing what you're up to with your strategy.
Okay, so let me share the screen.
All right.
Do we see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we are on a Bitcoin chart, okay, because as I said, I started with cryptocurrency, so I'm most familiar with the Bitcoin. And I'm a swing trader, okay? So I look into very high time frame charts, which means daily, weekly, monthly, sometimes even yearly or half a year charts. But my main strategy is seeking the liquidity and ranges. So Bitcoin or any other financial markets, whatever, gold or oil or whatever, it all moves the same. The price moves to liquidity, but also it moves in ranges. But in ranges uh, we have pumps and we have dumps. Okay, so how do I approach to the charts is I always look at the higher time frames. I try to figure out where the liquidity is. I try to figure out what the trend is and where do we have very important points. So how do I search for the points is pretty simple. I always mark like pretty significant or important highs. Okay, so we see that was the high from bull market in 2021, and we cannot break through. So we don't have breakout from the all-time highs. We constantly getting rejected. But if we look a bit closer right now, it's all about liquidity. We have to understand what liquidity in the market is. Usually the liquidity is their high points or the lowest points. So those 2 points for me are the significant liquidity points because this is the last high before the drop, and this is the last low before the pump. And this is the points where a lot of liquidity is. And if we can look what the Bitcoin is doing, last 6 months is constantly sweeping liquidity, mostly lows, not even highs, because we can see that that liquidity was not taken,
Mhm.
and that liquidity was not taken, and there we also have equal highs, so liquidity was not taken, liquidity was not taken. So we constantly sweeping liquidity from the lows, which is a pretty bullish signal for me. I always when I open a trade, I always wait that we sweep the liquidity. Okay, but we also have a structural liquidity, which is more or less good to navigate on lower time frames, but this is like some important pivot levels which I want to see that we sweep or break for continuation or reversals. Okay, um, okay, but this was only one point. So what's next? I go back and I see we cannot break through all-time high from previous cycle. And now it's really important that our price stays above the last swing low, which means if we want to continue higher, we cannot fall below this line. If we fall, it's break of structure and it's not liquidity sweep like we were doing this last few months. But if we look now closer, what is this? It's range. Okay, this is all about range. And if I go with volume profile, we can see right now that our price is under value era low.
Yeah.
So this means that if Bitcoin won't be able to reclaim around 61K, that if Bitcoin won't be able to reclaim this level as support, it means that we are rejected from that range, and there is a higher chance that the price will continue to go lower. But if we go up and we flip this level, this value era low back to support, it can open doors to rise back to point of control, which is around 67 and 70K. So we can target up here to take like profits from long or to go somewhere here back in short to the value era low. So I always wait if we sweep the liquidity lows. If I can show a chart where I have set up in my mind right now, is something like that. We can see that we are right now below the value era low, so we are below our range, which is we have to understand ranges and value eras. Usually, when the price fell below value era low, in this case, we can understand maybe the asset right now is underpriced, which means it's the best time to buy and to sell higher. But when you work with leverage, we always have to wait for confirmations, or if I'm aggressive, I could already enter into the position. But I want to see reclaim of this level so I can open long and to speculate that the price of Bitcoin will go back to 70K, which is really nice risk to reward. It's more than 3 to 1. And
Very
also,
nice.
yeah, it also gives me a really nice point of invalidation. If I'm wrong, stop loss get hits, and it gets hit with a reason. So in that case, if the price will go up, and if it falls down, my stop loss get hits, it will mean that most probably we will get another leg up or retracement to the value era low, to this level, which is very important to rise, or we could get ejected and we go lower to the another ranges. So if I go back, this is currently our range. But we can see now that we have ranges everywhere. But in those regions, we have pumps and we have dumps, okay? So if I go to weekly time frame right now, the price, this price action is currently moving inside of this range. So if I use my volume profile right now, we can see that as long we are above this line, we can be pretty bullish on BTC, but in a long term, we have to flip like 70K back to support if we want to have bull run in this case. But if we lose the 50K zone, which was in previous bull market a pretty significant pivot level. This could mean that Bitcoin will go pretty much even lower, because the idea of ranging is that if we lose this range we are currently in, we go back into this range from this price action, which means if Bitcoin lose this very important zone, it could mean that Bitcoin can go even lower, because we will range. I mean, we will have trend back in this range.
Yeah, we'll come back trading to a previous range. Yeah, I understand
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's all about liquidity. Liquidity is always, if we sweep liquidity, that's check on my how to say it, on my trading plan. I always wait for liquidity sweeps. Then I wait for reclaims of very important levels, or simply I just look at the structure. If I go back here where I have a bit nicer, it's this. I was waiting somewhere here for my long position to up here. That was my last trade on BTC. But I never go long or short until we show a characteristic of changing the structure of market, and later on we breaking the structure. So after series of lower low and lower highs, there was swing low, and then we were start to printing higher highs and higher lows, which was this point of control, which you can see here. It was my long trigger around somewhere here. I had stop loss here, and my take profit was somewhere around here.
So you took that
Also,
move.
yeah, I took that move. It was pretty nice move. Uh, if I remember correctly, it was open somewhere here last week. That was stop loss. And I went out somewhere around here when I saw price action was not that price action was not something I wanted to see if we would go higher to the point of control. My primary target was point of control, but during this price action here, where we can see already again what we were doing, it was sweeping the liquidity of highs. Then we had characteristics, change of character, break of structure, and I left the trade with
Oh, there.
more than 3-1. Yeah, so pretty much it's swinging. Also, I have currently position open on Euro USD,
Nice.
and it's higher time frames, you know. It's all about ranges. If I go to weekly chart, and this is Wyckoff theory. We had like selling climax, then we had secondary test with sign of weakness, spring phase, and then we had again secondary test, which is like it's a bottom formation for Euro USD pair. And yeah, we can see it was, if this was a spring phase, we had a pretty nice retest of the value area low. That was pretty much value area low. And Euro had a nice move up in the last 2 weeks, mostly. But yeah, we hit the order block. We were sweeping the liquidity of this high, and today we are losing the important levels. That's why I took short on this pair. It works pretty much very good right now, so I have nice profits right now. But yeah, so it's all about liquidity, ranges. We see there was a point of control in this range where we had order block, but we can see that this price action, this top, was stopped in a very important level. And if I go like that, volume tool, we can see that there was value area low and that price was actually stopped right there. That was value area low.
I get you. Yeah.
There we go. Now we will see that we were rejected right there. You see?
Yep.
Almost to the
Dot.
week. Yeah.
Mhm.
But because trend was really strong to the upside, I have to wait on the big to the big zones, because if I'm swinging, I have to wait on the setups on the higher time frames. I enter on the lower time frames, but I always have to wait to mitigate on to important or order block or fair value gap or value area high, value area low, whatever do I found confluence. But yeah, I was waiting. It was order block. It was touch of the value area low. In this case, then I have to wait for some kind of weaknesses in the market to take a short. So I use also some kind of indicator because I think it's fine to have it on the higher time frames if you want to swing or catch the bigger movements to the upside or to the downside. Yeah. So
Mhm.
right now it's saying that we have some kind of bullish divergence. Okay, the price is going lower, but oscillator is going higher, which giving us bullish divergence. But it's aggressive falling, and I think that euro will go a bit lower before maybe even higher in the upcoming weeks or
Yeah.
months. But yeah, that's my strategy right now. This is like 4.5 to 1 risk to reward, which is again pretty nice risk to reward. But my first take profit is definitely here on these 2 weeks, which is equal lows, which means
Mhm.
that I guess there is a lot of liquidity long positions with this move to the upside. Because why there is liquidity, we have to understand liquidity. Where is structural liquidity? Uh, it's break of structure. So if we look that top, we printed, we break through. So as I understand, the breakout traders went long here when we have started to break this high, which
Yes.
means that there is a lot of liquidity from breakout traders, but a lot of liquidity is definitely down here. I don't know where they set their stop loss. It's just a speculation. It's just idea, but as long, I mean, from my experience, I know that this is structural liquidity because we had a break of structure. We printed higher high, which means that there is a lot of positions open, long positions opened, and we are currently going down to hunt this liquidity and then make a reversal, or this is reversal and it was temporarily top for euro. I
Yeah.
don't know that. I just go with probabilities and what I see on the charts. So yeah, that's pretty much
Interesting.
my strategy. Yeah, order blocks, but mostly is liquidity and value areas. So point of control, value area
Ranges.
high,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, range.
Thank you. Thank you a lot for sharing this to us,
Yeah,
with us. This was very valuable. Thank you very much.
sure,
So,
my
is there
pleasure.
something that I'm curious now? Is there something that you would say to your younger self to speed up your learning process?
Uh, th- there is no speed up in learning process. You have to take it slow. It's not a sprint. It's marathon. You have to take it slow. You have to get it. You have to be one with the markets. You have to listen to them. You cannot push on it. It's not good. It's not good. You have to wait that the market comes to you Okay, so in that case, like euro came to me, and when the market come to me, I take the trade. I take the trade. That was my plan. I just calculate my risk. I also like if it's trade good, I open a better position. If the trade it's like more or like I don't know, bad setup, but still have that little chance that can make it is lower risk, you know. But yeah, overall, I don't rush. I when I was starting with this, I was rushing. There was always in my mind that I have to earn money. I have to earn money. It's all about money, 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 but it's not the right mindset in this markets to have the focus on earning a lot of money and to rush through process of learning. It's not good idea. Yeah. So definitely take it slow. It takes years to get something back. So yeah, take it slow.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah. And what would you say is the most important factor that decides whether a trader is going to make it eventually or not?
How do you mean?
Like some people would say, okay, if a trader is if a trader never gives up, eventually he'll make it and he'll become profitable. Some other people say, no, without certain type of knowledge, you cannot make it in the forex world. What's your standpoint on this topic?
My standpoint is that, like I said earlier, everyone can learn technical analysis, but the biggest problem is our mind. If you cannot change yourself, like to be another person, you have to completely become another person. You have to be someone like you never been in your whole life. But and if you can um, transition yourself into something bigger, something better, then I think that you have a potential to succeed. But if you cannot change yourself as a person, so which means getting rid of bad habits, uh, and stuff like you were doing before, you cannot make a progress. You know, you have
Mhm.
to change everything like you were doing before and do something completely different, what you never did before in your life. Uh, there, then you can have some chances to make it, like in this world. Yeah. So it's not about uh, technical analysis, but I think it's the biggest obstacle is you. So yeah, you have
So
to work.
every technical model could work. It depends just on you. That's your standpoint.
Yeah,
Did I get it
yeah,
correct? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Oh, well, I have a community. Okay,
Mhm.
so I always say to my boys like, I can give you signal, okay, to buy or sell, but I don't know how will you perform during that signal. You know, when you enter a trade, you can be, especially in swinging, you there can be days when you are in red. Okay, so there is no profit. You are even in minus or on zero, but you know there is you can feel a lot of emotions. So if I give you a signal, it's still on you. You will take it, won't take it, and if you take it, will you hold it? So yeah, it's again we are back in mindsets, in mind, in yeah, uh, in ourselves, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, you give a signal. You don't know if the trader is going to take it. How he's going to manage the signal. That's the
Yeah,
whole. point,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
in swing trading. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
get you. I get you.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Robert, thank you very much for being with us today.
Yeah,
Thank you
I'm
very
glad
much.
to be here. It was really fun and exciting for me. So yeah, thank you for inviting me and having me in this interview.
Thank you for coming. And I really hope that we will disperse more payouts to you in the future. And maybe we'll talk together soon.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay?
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So, guys, thank you for being with us. This was a wonderful interview, and I hope you liked it. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch up with you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye.